It is day 2 of the Great Pumpkin Challenge. And I wasn't sure what I was going to make today. And I was talking to my son, and for some reason, I think he was just joking, the idea of a pumpkin souffle came up, and I was like, I haven't had souffle since I was a kid. And I remember my mom used to make souffle, and I used to request it, and I'm not sure why. I barely remember it, just this light, fluffy, egg baked thing. So I thought, you know what? I think I want to make a pumpkin souffle. And I remembered that at our local thrift store, they had a souffle pan there. And I thought, it's been there a long time. If it's still there, I'm going to go pick it up. Look at that. Oh, it was still here. All right, the first thing you're going to need to do is head to the thrift store and find a souffle pan. Yes, indeed, they can be found. The next thing you're gonna do is take it home, wash it up, do all that stuff. So I don't know, souffles, they puff up light and fluffy in the pan and poof up over the top. And if you make a mistake, they go wah, 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 wah. We'll see if I can do it. I found this pumpkin souffle, and it's a sweet pumpkin souffle. And since I am the only one who's going to be eating this pumpkin souffle, I'm going to make it sugar-free. Gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. Now, to get started with the recipe, you're gonna wanna spray it with some kind of spray oil. I just had olive oil, so that's what I used. I don't know if that's a good choice or a bad choice. We will find out. I don't particularly care for the taste of olives or olive oil, so it might ruin my pumpkin souffle, but probably not. It's just to keep it from sticking, yes. Number 2, preheat your oven to 450 degrees. I'm going to stop counting down the steps because that's just a pain. Our contestants tonight include 3 large eggs, 1 3/4 cup pureed pumpkin, 1 cup heavy cream, a half a cup a sugar-free sweetener, your choice, plus about 1.5 teaspoons of molasses, 1.5 teaspoons bourbon whiskey, 1.5 teaspoons ground cinnamon, 1.5 teaspoons ground ginger, a half teaspoon salt, 1/8 teaspoon ground nutmeg, and 1/8 teaspoon ground cloves. Here, contestants, now we're going to throw them all together and whip up that souffle. I'm going to separate the egg yolk from the egg white. 1. Oh, I almost lost it. Ooh. Pumpkin, the cream, the sweetener, the bourbon whiskey, the cinnamon, ginger, the salt, the nutmeg, and 2 yolks. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna add stiff peaks. Oh, definitely stiff peaks there. 1/4 of the egg whites to this mixture, and 1/4 of it, we're gonna gently fold it in. Oh boy, I think I got about half of it in there. It's kind of like fold, 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 fold. We're probably doing it too much. Then gently fold in the remaining of the egg whites. Remaining, gently fill. Oh boy. Our mixture is light and fluffy. Now we're going to add it to our souffle pan. This special pan. What do you think my chances are of this poofing up and being a beautiful souffle? And you're wondering, will it only take 15 minutes? No, not 15 minutes. You set your timer, and in 15 minutes, we're going to turn the temperature down in the oven. Right now it's at 450. In 15 minutes, we're gonna turn it down. While the pumpkin souffle is in the oven for the first 15 minutes, I'm going to clean up our mess. Look at that. I got a lot of dishes to wash. So every 15 minutes you want to, there's my timer, turn the temperature down in the oven. It looks like it's fallen. Bummer. The recipe doesn't say not to open the oven door, but for some reason, I'm thinking that when I was a kid and my mom made cheese souffle, that she always said, don't open the door because you don't want it, because if you do, it'll fall. Are you not supposed to open the door while it's in the oven? The door did get open. And I've never made a cheese souffle. I should call my mom and ask her, hey, you remember when you used to make that? The next question is it still going to rise? Because it's got like another half an hour to go. You're supposed to turn the temperature down every 15 minutes. I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, time is up. I think it's overdone. And I should have taken it out sooner, but I don't know what a souffle is supposed to look like. Oh, well that looks pretty good on the inside. It's not bad at all. So while I believe it's a fail, because souffles are supposed to rise and not fall, it still tastes good, so not bad. And I had to top it with some fresh whipped whipping cream. So if you are interested in this recipe, I will include it down below. So using yesterday's pumpkin hash today, I just added some spaghetti squash. That's what I did with the leftovers.